Exactly.
All right. Yes, I expect so much.
Yeah. But what's the into sign to no yeah,
guys. So see in
come on, please.
in this video, Kojo wanted to wear a hat. See, you're wearing a nice Lacoste, and you want to. Why do you want to wear a hat? Tell
I
me.
told you. I want to look like an expert.
So guys, do I expect to wear hats?
Yeah, they do.
Cap.
Jay-Z expert, Snoop Dogg expert.
So you what are you expecting?
I'm expecting marriage.
Hey, it's so like you have
cap.
to put on the expert
That's my
cap.
hat, the expert I'm senior in this game.
Hey.
Don't mind her, man.
Anyway, that's just for guys. Guys, welcome. So like we really appreciate, like our page is growing. It means that you guys love what we're doing. So we just want to say thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. You've been amazing. So thank you. Thank you. So yeah, this is Kojo and Ajo's maze. And as we always say, if you know how the maze works, you will navigate through, hit your head.
Bump your head.
Sometimes you get it straight, sometimes you don't. But
Try and error.
But sometimes when you have, the two of you doing things together.
Good
leadership, right direction, you will get to the exit. You will start well and end well. So hopefully, we're using our experience, we're using our, marriage as a case study in all that we're doing, so that it can help someone out there, maybe not now, but years to come, so that marriage will be, very exciting for somebody to enter. We're in a dispensation where marriage is looking somewhat not attractive for people, but we want you to know that there are marriages and there are good marriages out there, and so tap in one and grow yourself together with your couple. So today, honey, what are we going to talk about?
Today's topic is hot. It's just like putting like hot sauce.
Ish.
Do you know Scotch bonnet?
Oh yeah, pepper.
Yeah, that pepper. That's like that's like the topic
You remember?
for today. Oh, the 3 p.m. Oh. Please don't go there.
There's a brand. See, there's a brand of pepper, like hot pepper, called 3 p.m. When I came from Ghana from the onset, that's 4 years ago, from the onset, I didn't know. So my husband had that, sitting on his shelf.
Oh, yeah.
And, I don't know. I think he had it with the boys or something, but he had to discard it and he didn't. So when I was cooking, Ghana food, I didn't have pepper at home. So upon reading it, I just said, oh, it was pepper. And what I had actually tasted here wasn't too strong. So I just thought it was just the normal, one that I had tasted. Only for me to, finish the food, taste it, and it was so peppery. You can't imagine. I didn't even put just a pinch. The thing was small, and
Africa new pepper.
No, but it overed me. Like it was so terrible.
That was a terrible experience.
And it was so much, like the soup was so much that we wanted to eat it like for a week. But we ended up eating it only 3 times, and then we ended up throwing the rest away. So if he says that this topic is hot and spicy, then I'm telling you that it's like
3 p.m. Go on the internet, Google 3 p.m.
3 p.m. pepper sauce.
Pepper sauce.
Oh my God.
You don't want to go there.
But if you want pepper that hot, then you should go and buy that.
Don't take too much, please, because
everything in moderation. Anyway, so that was just by the way. So let's just do this. I'm ready for you.
Today's topic is about why men leave women for other women.
Whoa.
I don't know if that is right, but you know, exactly what I just said. You know, why men leave women for other women? Because you got a woman already.
Yeah.
Why would you leave her for another woman?
Yeah.
So that's today's topic.
Interesting. You know, we had a conversation about this from the onset. If you remember, you asked, you know, I think we're talking about cheating. And
cheating?
Then, we ever spoke about it.
All right.
Maybe, I'm just, you know, trying to refresh my memory, but I'm sure I'll say something that you remember that we've touched on. If it wasn't about cheating, then it was just a conversation why a man can go outside of, you know, his marriage or outside or like behind his wife, you know, to have another affair. And I remember us saying that it's all dependent on the woman, because if I refuse or I discontinue what I used to do previously, it will take you out there. If right from the onset I was open, you know, I was giving you all the, you know, the details to everything that I do and all that, and all of a sudden I'm not doing it anymore, or I'm not giving you access to my body as, you know, I used to, then definitely you know, you go elsewhere. All right. So, you know, sometimes you can't also fault a man, because if a man has, you know, two different thoughts going on and doesn't know how to communicate it to his wife, he just feels comfortable discussing it maybe at his workplace. There's somebody that, you know, he gels with, you know, there's that bond, there's that, you know, connection, you know, because I remember I said that whatever traits that you saw in me, you possibly can see those almost same or common traits in someone else who is a woman at your workplace, and that thing will attract you to that person. If it attracts you and care is not taken, the lady can take advantage of that. And so if it's not even in your mind for you to cheat, because of the malicious intentions of the woman, you could end up cheating. Does it make sense? So if, for example, I am denying you my body, definitely when somebody is offering it, you take it. And not just anybody, but if it's a person that has some similar traits as your wife, you might fall. And you see, this is very deep. It's not, you know, like you had an argument with your wife and you're going out to cheat. This goes beyond, because you've seen certain similar traits that your wife has. If a man is obsessed about ass, and he goes out and he sees the type of ass or buttocks that he admires, it's just, you know, a click. Oh yes, maybe I'm just thinking from the side of a woman, what a man will do. Yeah, exactly. But if he likes it and he sees something that he likes, he's definitely attracted to that. If a man is attracted to brown skinned person, and he sees a brown skinned person with, you know, calves, certain, you know, everything on point, how it's you know, how it's intact, how everything intact, he's you know, pushed at a point to, you know, go and push that button. Even if he doesn't do that, he would look at that person in admiration. You get it? Yeah. And so if there's a loose end from the person, you know, if the person is also a jovial person, oh, hello, you know, that sparks a conversation. And there's nothing you can do about it. So if your guy, after, you know, engaging with that person, and then he sees that, oh, this person's level of intelligence is high, I can actually start a conversation and engage in a long conversation. That's it. Before you realize, maybe after months, they're fucking. They're chopping. You know, like
cat.
No, this one is not cat. In. You know, like, let's just be mature and talk about this.
Oh God.
But you know, from a point of a man, why would you want to leave your wife?
I think you've touched on so many things, right? But in my own opinion, it goes a little bit the same way. But right. I would like to simplify it so that everybody can understand.
Please do.
Why a man will go out from his home and do other things. Yeah. All right. So I put here on this paper, desire. Desire, it can be one of the reasons. I'm just going to go through all this
Please do.
The points that I put down, and then like if you have something that really touch you or hit you or just like you really relate to, you let me know so we can
digest it.
Exactly.
Right.
So and the second thing is fail to give and to receive.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So fail to give and to receive, I feel like that is the agreement, guys.
Yeah.
That's agreement.
Yeah.
When you put the ring on her finger, when she put the ring on your finger, that is the agreement between giving and receiving.
Yeah.
I'm promised to give you this and that and this, and I'm gonna receive what you're giving me so I can give it to you more.
Right.
You understand? That is the agreement. So don't forget that.
Right.
Okay, the third thing is like not putting in enough of work. When the effort is not there. All right, so it depends on me. It depends on you. Okay, that again, going back to the giving and receiving. If I'm giving you and you're not putting in that much effort
to give back,
that means something is lacking.
Yeah.
So that means
you go elsewhere where it's being given.
It's being given. So the fail to give and receive, that is the first one you have to put in your mind, and then like not putting enough of effort, because mind you that every man that loves a woman will put in enough effort. You're not gonna go to a man and be like, oh yeah, he is my boyfriend, and you don't see that guy coming out forth. You're not gonna call him maybe at 12 o'clock and he really, this guy is gonna come to you. He's gonna put on all the work. He's even on the phone. He's gonna show you signals that that shows you that he's trying to find a way to come to you. Exactly. So that's the effort. Okay. The fourth thing is like emitting lower frequency. You understand? Vibrant energies attract everything.
That's true.
If you have a vibrant woman walking, dancing, moving, and we know
you're attracted. You guys are attracted to that.
Exactly. We love that attraction.
Yeah.
That is like vibrant.
The things that you see attracts you.
Yeah. I'm talking about energy here. So mind you, it's not like any woman that walking around that is like heavy and all that stuff and looking good. I'm not talking about that. The vibrant. She talks to you, she's like very vibrant. She looks at you, she's very vibrant. Her energy is like very vibrant. And then you look at her, they're like, she's like, oh my goodness, this like, I don't have that at home. So another one is like, fear of losing one another.
The fear of losing one another can make men go out to cheat.
Not like, okay, like the fear of like losing you and fear of you losing me. It gives out a negative connotation in the marriage, because that just shows that you're not or you don't trust your man enough, and you don't feel like you deserve him. That's also in that. So that's like you don't have you're not self-sufficient.
Or self-confident.
Or self-confident. Or self-sufficient. You don't feel like, okay, without him you cannot leave, you cannot do anything,
But I don't understand that point.
If I leave home, do you get worried?
No.
Exactly. So you don't fear like you're gonna lose me. You understand? That also, if a man feels that he's a boss because you're afraid that if he goes away somebody might go with him, that's a red flag. You understand that if I leave home and you're worried that another woman will get me, I'll feel that. Okay. I'll feel that in you. I'm like, oh yeah, I know my wife, she's like this and this and that.
Or maybe it's just because of where you work now.
Yeah, because but it can be everywhere.
Are you sure? Because see, if you're working in an area where you're not meeting a lot of women, that's
okay, I understand.
That can determine your attitude now.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you have the opportunity to change work environment.
Yeah.
And where you are seeing beautiful women day in, day out. they have the opportunity to come and sit with you, chat with you, and engage you.
Yeah.
That should be,
Yeah, but then again, let me tell you this. A man must control his sexual desires.
Okay.
All right? Regardless what I'm saying right here, it can be it can be another type of man that will still go out there and
so I
do
was
the
just
things
about to ask that, if you know your man, that's a plus. But there are women who actually don't know their men.
Yeah, exactly.
And they still go out there to cheat. So what really, and you see, women will just be asking themselves like, I'm just giving him everything, but he still, goes out there to cheat. Doesn't mean that naturally there are some men out there who, no matter what you do to them, they'll cheat.
Yeah, I think there's always a reason.
Then what's the reason from the perspective of you as a man?
Okay, like I said, it has to do with energy. All right, most likely it has to do with energy. First of all, you have to understand that when two people fall in love, it has to be a connection that is putting them together. They are on the same frequency. First of all, they are intellectually on the same frequency, and they emotionally they are on the same frequency. All right. So if you let's just say if I move a little bit ahead of you in terms of energy, then that means that we are detached. Even though we are together, that just still means that we are detached. We are not on the same frequency. Frequency is the main reason people separate from each other. You understand?
So then, sorry, but how do you get your partner to be on the same frequency as you?
Exactly, the type of energy that he's emitting. Some men will want to have sex, like this is that's one sort of frequency. Would like to have sex severally. And if you're not on the same frequency, they will move to another woman. That's one thing. Second thing is intellectually, like I mentioned. Okay, I'm too smart than you, or you're too smart than me. Have you ever seen a smart girl being with a dumb man? I don't think so. That's a frequency, because the smart woman knows that.
But I think in this dispensation, there are people who are doing that.
That's compromisation.
Okay.
There's still compromise, because the man should have certain type of settings, or maybe certain abundance in his life that that woman is attracted to.
Right.
Don't forget the law of giving and receiving again. Because you should give and receive something. That's the agreement. Do not forget that, guys. It's very, very important. So if that woman is not receiving anything back, I don't think so.
He'll be with you. You don't think that she'll be with you.
Exactly. And the third thing is emotionally. If I'm emotionally feeling like you're draining, complaining, whining, nagging, and always like this, did that, and da. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be with you in the next, let's just say, whatever years, because I see that this is not gonna like really last long.
Because everything that you do, it just comes off as
exactly
complaining and nagging, and men don't like that.
No, men don't like that. We just want you to be on the same frequency.
Wow.
We want you to be on the same frequency. That's why it's so important. This thing, it took time for me to put these things down, because sometimes I can go deep when I think about these things. So let me just go back again. This depends on the type of man that you're dating or you're with. Okay, so first of all, desires. If he's not somebody that controls his desires, that means he's eager to go out there and go with another woman. All right, because of his desires, he is desirable to go with any woman or something that is vibrant or something that is more delicious
than you. But how would you know if the person is delicious more than you if you haven't tasted
it? It is. Oh my god.
That was epic.
That was epic, yeah. I think we should caption this. Caption this moment. Okay, so the second thing is like I said, compromise and feel to give and to receive. Don't forget about that one. It's very, very key. And putting in the work, okay? If your man is not putting in the work, that is a signal that he's gonna go to another place. Okay? If I'm not putting in the work that I'm putting in, you know that something is wrong.
Then it means you're working down, because a man naturally works. So if a man naturally puts in the work, in all forms.
Yeah, in all aspects.
Yeah. So if he's not putting in the work for you to see, then it means he's putting in the work elsewhere for somebody to see.
Exactly. And also on the woman's side, if you're not putting in the work, because mind you, this topic is about why a man will leave the woman to go to another woman. So if the woman is not putting in the work, because it's like giving and receiving again.
That's
you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing
as a wife.
So I'm gonna go elsewhere.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm putting 100% of me, and you putting like 30%. You put in even zero. Sometimes women go as low as like 10%. So like, how is that possible? I cannot go out there, hustle, do this, do that, and bring everything, and I don't receive anything. And this is a tip out there: if you should give in any way possible, any means possible. Is that correct?
Yeah. Any ways and any means possible.
Exactly, because if you know that you're not able to work and bring in the money, you should comfort her. You should give her emotional support. You should be home taking care of this of the things at home.
So that she also brings in the money.
Exactly. So it's vice versa.
Yeah.
All right.
Give and take.
Exactly. Give and take. If even you know that you don't have no feet, let's just go to the extreme. You don't have no feet, and you know that you cannot walk to the kitchen and stuff like that. You should be saying things that will encourage her
to go to the kitchen. And whatever you want for you.
Exactly. So you should really be mindful. Like, but women always want money. It's not true.
About money.
It's not about money. Listen, you should really find a way to give and to receive. If I give you something and you receive it, and I know that you're happy and you don't give me anything back, I know that you've like really take me for granted and you're not really appreciating what I'm doing or what I'm bringing to the table. So you have to really be mindful. And like I said, if you're not able to give physically, give emotionally.
Right.
If you're not able to give emotionally, give intellectually. Because a woman has to grow.
Yeah.
She is aroused by things that makes her feel like she hasn't been the same since yesterday.
You used to be nice, you used to play around, and now you don't play around anymore. Your attention is on the kids 24/7, what you're cooking and all that. It's easy for us to just lose ourselves and forget about what we used to do that kept the vibration going. Once he loses that and you are not in a position to communicate, both of you, then you're just losing your man out there.
Communication is very key.
So when you see, I remember we touched on this, that you should make a conscious effort to, even if it comes off as a review, you should always be reviewing. Maybe every 2 months or every quarter in the year, you just want to sit your partner down and review how far you have gone. If you both are vocal, then you will see the loopholes in the relationship, and you see where you are not performing and where your partner is also not performing, and that is where that you have to put in more energy. Well, we've had an interesting conversation, and I don't know what you guys think. We've touched on so many things, because the issue of cheating is just increasing by the minute. I won't even say by the day. There are cases everywhere. There are people who start very well, and they end up with a lot of cheating problems. But you just want to work the talk or walk the talk, and do your part to play the role that you've been designated. But with that said, we're just asking ourselves, so what really is the role of a woman? What really is the role of a man?
That we'll put that
we'll have that in
another video.
Yeah. And let's just have a conversation. Let's know what you think about today's content, and let's just see
I love this conversation.
I do too, because
I can have this all day.
I know. It's very intense when we are having this conversation. You see, today I'm quiet. It's just because I want to know from the angle of a man, how these things work. And I'm sure Kojo has spewed out a lot of facts and If you disagree with him as a man, let us know in the comment section as well.
Exactly.
You know,
I know your true man out there will agree with me. Though.
Well,
the real
women,
one. Will the real one stand up?
Yeah, these are the things that when we keep doing, you know, we'll keep enjoying our marriages.
Yeah.
And you see, these are conversations that you should be comfortable to speak on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be comfortable to speak on at any time, any day, because a man will be a man. A woman will also be a woman, you know. But you see, if you refuse to be a man and refuse to be a woman, then we
have a problem.
Yeah. So having said that, I want to just say thank you once again for subscribing. If you just passed by, thank you. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for passing by again, and thank you for sharing your minute, you know, with us. And we'll catch you in the next video. Till then, we're out.